Hi guys, Karrie Evenson here, and we are on day 9 of our creative journal. And I'd like this topic today to be about forgiveness. And when we think about forgiveness, the first thing that comes to mind is forgiving someone else. And that's natural because we automatically look outward versus inward, just as human beings alone, until we become more aware of ourselves. And I think that it's important to also look at forgiveness for yourself, which is something I struggle with. And I have a hard time allowing myself to forgive me. You know, we all make choices in life that maybe we're not so proud of, or we've done things that we're not so proud of, or we've said things, or sometimes it's just a matter of being hard on myself in general, like with my business or with, my running, my recent getting back into running and things like that. And it makes it really difficult to enjoy the process of life in general when we hold on to so much guilt or hold on to so much hardness, on ourselves. So basically, I want you to paint about forgiveness or create, right? Whatever you want to do about forgiveness. Not only forgiveness for someone else, but forgiveness with yourself. I have found that over time, if there has been somebody that has hurt me, that anger seemed to be my first reaction. And not necessarily outward where I'm lashing out and I'm screaming and yelling, but more internal. And then I would just kind of like sweep it under and let it go, or let it sit there mainly, not let it go. And whenever I would return to that thought, anger would arise. But I found a lot of peace in forgiveness, because I try now not to take it personally. And that's where hurt comes into play. When someone else's action has done something that's caused us pain, we take it personally. When in fact, how we should look at it as this isn't a reflection on who I am, but more so what this person is going through and who they are. Sometimes people do things that do cause pain, and it's not because they're really trying to intentionally hurt you. It's because they're hurting themselves. And so the choices they make aren't healthy for them or for someone else. But then you also have to look at what was your part in all of it. Not necessarily saying, and this was a good friend who had pointed this out to me, not saying that it was your fault, but what part did you play in it in general? Being there. All of it. Just reflecting on the situation itself. The same goes for forgiving yourself. And, really thinking about how you're living your life, and are you doing the best that you can? And if you're not, or if you're trying, don't be so hard on yourself. Forgive yourself and let go and find peace and move on. And sometimes it's a daily thing, and sometimes it's a struggle. But if you're working on it and you're working towards it, that's the most important thing. It can be something like, even with my little girl Mavia, I feel guilty that I don't get to spend as much time with her as I'd like. Bad, like us moms, or just in general, we want to be super women, we want to do everything. And I could beat myself up terribly. And harbor a lot of guilt and a lot of anger towards myself. Blame myself a lot. My teenagers have gone through some hardships, and I ask myself, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? How did I let this happen, make this happen? And automatically we tend to blame ourselves when things like that go wrong in our family. No, that's just not the case. If I can look back and say I'm doing the best I can every day, I should not harbor so much guilt towards myself, and I should learn to forgive myself. And I shouldn't look at pain that has been caused to me as something that's personal or someone who's being vindictive on purpose to hurt me. It's all about finding peace in the end and living your life to the fullest and being truthful, which is what this journal is about. So this might be a tough one for some of you. And I don't expect all of you to get it done tonight because it's, you know, at my time it's 3:45, but it's been a long day for me and I had to kind of squeeze this in. So anyway, okay, enough talking. So forgiveness, yourself, and others, and we'll just let it out, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.